What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Black Panther. Here you have the Black Panther in the packaging. You can see he is in this really nice Black Panther package. On the back we have an image of the figure itself as well as a little bio. Overall, really excited to have this figure in hand. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Black Panther posing out of the packaging. Before we get onto the figure, let's actually show off his accessories. He does come with quite a few accessories. He does come with this spear, which is a really nice spear. I believe this originally came with Kraven the Hunter. It's a really nice spear, actually. You can see all the details in it. It's all painted really, really well. Hasbro did a good job on this. He also does come with this necklace piece, which he can wear this along with the cape, but I'll show that off probably in my final thoughts, but he does come with this. He also does come with two sets of hands. He does come with a pair of grasping hands, which are going to be used for holding the spear. We get a right and a left hand for that. And we also do get the claw hands, which are done really well, except they're really soft plastic. You can see I'm actually bending them really, really easy. And they're interchangeable, so you can swap them out. For these ones, I would recommend grabbing them from about the wrist. And don't grab them from like this side. Try grabbing them so that you don't accidentally rip the hand from the peg. It's really hard to do, but I'm going to go ahead and take the right hand off for now. You can see it's really stiff on mine, but I'm just doing this because the right hand on this one has a different piece of articulation than the other hand, so we'll leave this on for right now. And then his final accessory, like I mentioned, is his cape, which is done really well. It does have a peg in the front, so you can unpeg it and then peg it back in. They did a really good job with this. I don't remember where this cape originated from. Was it Adam Warlock? I want to say it is, but I haven't been collecting Marvel Legends long enough to know where this cape originated from. If it is from an Adam Warlock figure, let me know. If not, just tell me where this cape originated from. It's a really nice cape sculpt. And then here we do have the Black Panther without any of his accessories. And I have to say, even though he's a basic looking figure, he's still a really, really well done figure. I know that's really hard to imagine that a really plain basic figure is done really well, but Black Panther here is done exceptionally well. So just for a quick comparison, let's get Black Panther right here and pose him next to the only other Black Panther figure I have, which is the Civil War Black Panther, which is still one of my favorite figures. And you can see it's a really nice comic book adaptation for Black Panther. I know there's a new one coming out, which I'm really looking forward to. But overall, still really like the way this figure came out. Still one of my favorites, and you can see how they compare and scale. One issue I had with this one was that his arms were always out to the side. Him, you can actually put his arms down lower. So that's really nice. So let's actually go on to some of his details. It's not going to be an in-depth total look at his details because he really doesn't have too many details to speak of. If we can just move the camera forward a little and bring Black Panther into the shot. Really, really nice. They did a good job on this head sculpt, even though it kind of looks like Batman. If you were to cover up this piece, you would honestly believe it's Batman, but no, it's Black Panther. Like I said, there's really hardly any paint on him, although we do get some paint right here with his dark blue and the line work going down his hands. Even on the inside of his palms, you can see they did some line work, so Hasbro did a good job paying attention to those little details there. This belt we've seen from other characters. I believe the last time we saw was on Daredevil. I might be wrong. Then we get on to his boots, which you can see are that same dark blue with the line work in them. I don't know what it is, but you can see they don't sit properly on either side. I think it's just the mold degradation that the mold is finally starting to give out. So maybe it's time to retool these or make it work, Hasbro, because The more this happens, the harder it is going to be for figures, and you can even see this noticeable gap right here. I don't think older figures had gaps this big. I'll have to go back and see other figures I have with this mold, but I don't think the gaps were that bad. So with that out of the way, let's actually go on to Black Panther's articulation. He has this standard Marvel Legends articulation, and if you have this body mold, you know what to expect. But let's run down his articulation really fast. He does have a ball jointed head. He can look up in that ball joint, look straight. Can't really look down, but we do get a hinge, which does allow for downward movement and upward movement, and of course side to side. Arms on a universal joint that go out to the side. Ratcheting for a 360. I kind of like that ratchet, but at the same time I kind of don't, because it means that you can't have his arms in between there. It's either down at the side or up in front. He does have a bicep swivel. Double jointed in the elbow. Works easy right there. We get to his left hand, and on both left hands we have an in and out hinge as well as rotation. For his hands, if you have the grasping hand, we do have an up and down hinge on that one, and if you have the clawing hand, it is an in and out motion, so really nice. You can do a lot with that. Ab crunch goes back only about that far and forward about that far. Legs go forward, back, and out to about that far. We also do get a waist swivel, and again, really big gaps. I don't know if those gaps were prominent on older figures, but I'll have to go back and see. We do have a thigh swivel that works really well. Double jointed knees goes back about that far. We do have boot swivel. And forward facing pin for rocker ankle, so we do get a hinge there, as well as rocker ankle like I said. So overall, a really well done figure, and not an essential figure for your collection if you already have this guy. I didn't, so I had to pick him up. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Black Panther posed for my final thoughts. Overall, he is a really well executed figure, especially being an exclusive. Normally when we get exclusive figures, they're not really that impressive, although I do find this Black Panther really great. Now, I do know the original Black Panther that this mold came out in was originally in the Hit Monkey wave, which unfortunately I didn't find that wave in stores ever. So actually having this guy in hand, I really do like the way everything is done on him. The claws look nice, and I really do like the way the cape and the necklace can sit on his torso at the same time. The only drawback to this figure I can see is that he is a really basic figure, and he is exclusive only to Walmart. I know this guy did come out, I want to say late last year, but I was never able to find one in store. It's like the Walmarts in my area actually held off putting him on the shelves until the holiday season, which I'm not complaining because I finally have this guy in hand, and I really didn't need a Black Panther for my comic book Marvel display. If you can get your hands on this guy, or already do, he is a really awesome figure, and I really do recommend him in your Marvel Legends collection if you haven't already picked him up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my Marvel Legend reviews are also up, so check those out as well. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.